you ever wanted your OC to be drawn in someone else's style so you could see what it would look like? That's what this video is. I've gathered 5 different artists to draw each other's OCs. It's supposed to be fun, but it's also meant to be educational. I wanted this to be a way for artists to get out of their comfort zone and try new things. I hope you all like this video, as it is my first one, and I'm new to YouTube. But anyways, let's go ahead and start. To start, I'm voicing on behalf of Mizu. Mizu is a young artist, and her name means water in Japanese. She enjoys anime, especially Demon Slayer, and loves art. She's really happy to be in this collab, and I'm really glad to have her in it. I'm glad to have everyone in it. She will be drawing Pepetoe's OC. In Mizu's opinion, a beach setting fit the character really well because of the blue hair. She imagined Pepetoe's OC as someone who would enjoy surfing, which is what inspired the beach idea, and she had already had the pose in mind, which allowed the idea to come to life. She said the hardest part of the drawing was definitely the hair, as it was very different from what she typically would draw. It had a lot more curves and spikes, and while I'm sure it was very challenging, I also believe it gave her a good opportunity to step outside of her comfort zone and try something new, which I'm really happy it did. I'm actually happy it worked for all the artists because I really wanted to be able to provide that for them so they could figure out certain things they like and don't like. I'm sorry, I'm very bad at voicing over. But anyways, I do believe she had a lot of fun working on this, and I think it turned out amazing. Like, it is so pretty. Overall, I think this turned out really well, and I'm so happy she participated in this. That is all I have to say for right now, so just sit back and enjoy the speed paint.
Hello there, my name is Pepetoe, and today I'll be drawing Doll's OC. At first I didn't really know what to do. I mean, I know I had to do something with books since I had a small idea in mind, but generally the pose was kind of random. After trying out some kind of suspicious perspectives, I settled on this kind of laying downish, sitting downish pose with a bunch of books behind them. I had a hard time deciding on what I should fill the shelves with, but eventually I just put on some random stuff. The feet, I don't know what happened with the feet, honestly. It's just really fugly. I did the base colors, and I had a little trouble with the skin because it just looked weird to me. Then I started rendering, and I added some shading, which was a bad idea. I finished my rendering, outlined it a little more, and used a lot of overlay layers as I just feel like they're weird. The feet, they're still deformed, but that doesn't matter, right? No one's gonna look at the toes unless you're kind of special. I went into slightly rendering the books, but I thought I wouldn't go that much into it. I only rendered the books that were near her because those are what people would be seeing. After that, I added a spotlight for special effects.
What's up, YouTube, tube? I'm Grass, as you may have already inferred, and I'm delighted to say I'm a part of this humble art collab that I coincidentally joined in Twitzo's Discord art server. And by the luck of the draw, the wheel gave me Roxy's OC, so shall we commence? Alright, this wonderful OC of Rocky's is named Delilah. She's a singer based in the 1940s and 50s. And naturally, I decided to draw her singing on stage. Unfortunately for her though, soon after she fulfilled her dream of becoming a star, a fan poisoned her and she died at just the age of 25. She's also based in the Hazbin Hotel universe, so Rocky had 2 designs for me to choose from, and I chose the second one for her fox ears. Okay, from now on, I was too lazy to make a script, so I'm gonna just go with the flow. But yeah, first of all, I didn't have a reference for the body, so I was just like raw dogging it. I apologize if the arms look weird. I've been trying to fix them the entire time, and I could not fathom how to fix it. Like, they're broken. I don't know. Going more off on a tangent, I hate rendering red. Sorry, Rocky, I suck at it. Like, it just looks muddy whenever I do it. So like, hopefully this doesn't like look like complete cheeks. I really tried, you know, I threw in some pink, some orange, but it just made her look orange, not red, so I don't know. And then there's also some purple, so now her red dress looks purple. You know, I really tried, but... Oh, also, I completely forgot to mention, when I was doing her hair, I think I made it, like, way too messy, because, like, that's usually my art style, but, like, looking back now, like, people in the 1940s and 50s, like, they have, like, nice uniform hair, and, you know, I'm a chud, so I kind of forgot to fix it. Ooh, and guess what? I also forgot the tail, you know? Because she's, like, part fox, and, of course, I forget the tail. I don't know why, but don't worry. I actually remember to fix it later on, so it's all good, gang. I'd like to also preface that I never, and I mean never, draw backgrounds, and, you know, I know the background's not much, but this really meant a lot to me, okay? You know, it's just a bunch of curtains, but it's something, you know? I think I deserve a pat on the back. Thank you very much. I will not be tolerating any hate. I also wasn't a big fan of the colors, so I kind of just, like, threw a bunch of, like, filters on it, and at some point, her skin starts to look yellow, and I tried fixing it, but now it just looks like human skin, so... I'm really sorry, Rocky. I can't do color. But hopefully it's good enough. Maybe, like, if you squint really hard, it's the right color palette, you know? I'm gonna have to stop you right there, brochacho. The end reveal would be, like, kind of redundant if you already saw the final product in the speed paint. And plus, I need to maintain viewer retention, so I'm gonna just cut you off there, okay? We're gonna cut to the big reveal, alright? Ready up.
Oh boy, it's time. It's finally finished after 3 grueling weeks.
Ladies and gentlemen, after spamming a bunch of filters and abusing the liquefying tool into oblivion, we have our final product. Ta-da! Jokes aside, making this piece was a blast despite taking 14 hours. I really tried to push myself with the rendering and lighting and all. There are still some aspects I wish I could tweak. For instance, the arms. But there's only so much you can do with the liquefy tool. And remember, kids, don't be like your unk and forget to use references. And if my few minutes of screen time managed to entice you, then you might want to stop by my Artfire TikTok account. Wink, wink. Anyways, thank you so much, Rocky, for both the wonderful OC and the opportunity to join this collab. I had my share of fun, but now on to the next person.
Hi guys, my name is Victorianfish, or you just can call me M. The OC I decided to do for this collab is my OC Alessia. She's a wolf hybrid that is very solitary and lives in the mountains. Her personality is very different when she is around people. Around people, she's socially awkward, acts rash when someone brings up her past or having differing opinions than her. Because of my world lore, the mountain is pretty cold, hence why she's very heavily layered and wearing mitts. A little detail about the skull is the blue tint it has is because my story is a fantasy inspired. The type of plant that the herbivores eat in the mountains have very special pigments that make the bones somewhat light blue, and I find it cool when I use biological facts into my story because it feels more alive, in my opinion. It's kind of like the same concept as why flamingos are pink. Onto my take, the person's OC I got was grass. I was given permission to redesign them as they were pretty old. The only info I got about them is that they're a witch and they had levitation powers, which I interpreted as a cloud theme. The first sketch I did didn't look like she was levitating. Instead, she looked like she was jumping, and the overall composition was pretty weak. A few days later, I come back to it. I decided the pose was her levitating grass's persona, which is a single blade of grass. To make it more cloud-themed, her scarf and her sweater faded into clouds. I also made it more green and earthy tones to match grass's persona. Over the speed paint, you can see that I've made a lot of adjustments, especially in the background, because I rarely ever do them.
Hi, I'm Doll. I also go by Mau. This is my first time recording and using my voice in videos in general, so I'm a little unexperienced on what to do, so I hope you can enjoy this regardless. I was given this lovely OC, Mizu. She's a freshman who enjoys baking and drawing. For the sketch, I actually had 2 other ideas before I went through with my final one. I didn't really like it because I didn't really feel like it fit her character. And then the second, a perspective, so like I quit on it. I really wanted to make the drawing background heavy since I haven't worked on backgrounds in a long time, but I feel like those sketches wouldn't really fit that either. After looking for inspiration, I found this photo on Pinterest. I was like, wow, Mizu does enjoy going on walks and this would be a lovely place to take one. And so I decided on this one. It felt weird lining this image and I almost skipped down on it since when I do backgrounds, I don't really line them at all. But I decided to give it a shot anyways. I tried not to put as much detail into it since the coloring would really bring up everything, not line art. I didn't want to put too much detail into coloring, although enough that you could distinguish what was going on around the character. I also added a lot of plants. I feel like they drew the piece together and like they added a lot more detail. When rendering, I didn't want to overdo it, so I just added a few extra details to everything. I used a few plant brushes, which honestly saved me in the end since I hate drawing plants by hand. Adding Mizu was the final thing that I needed to do, and I think she brought the whole piece together. She was super cute. I didn't really know what pose to make her in since I didn't really like the original sketch. I kinda just came up with the pose, but I think it really fits her personality and I think it's really cute. I think coloring was pretty easy. I really like doing environmental stuff and you can really tell that everything has like a hint of green in it, and yeah, I think I did okay on it. I'm actually kind of proud. I just wanted to say this was super cool to be on. I've never done anything like this before and it was awesome to be a part of. Everyone is really talented and this was super cool to be a part of. I really went out of my comfort zone when doing this, and I'm happy that I did because I really like the results of how this came out. I'd love to do more collabs in the future. Thank you for watching my segment. Bye!
Okay, and now it is my turn. For this collab, I got MZOC, and to start, I just gotta say I love how they're designed and their lore. It's just right up my alley. For a bit of background on the character, her name is Alicia, and she is kind of known as an urban legend within her town. When she was a child, this group of people came to take her family away, but her mom sent her to the mountains before that could happen. So she's like been disguised since she was young with a deer skull. And she's also described as being self-aware and enjoys being alone. She's socially awkward due to not having like been around anyone since she was a child. Anyways, now that you know a little bit of backstory, I'm going to just explain my process. So I knew a little bit after reading her like background, I wanted to draw her in a forest, simply for the fact that if she was sent to the mountains as a child, she's probably grown up in the woods, and like that'd be where she stays, where she enjoys most of her time. So that's like kind of where I got the idea for her to be in a forest in this drawing. To start with, this whole drawing was such a struggle for me. Like, I've drawn full bodies before, but I had never drawn a background, and I had never attempted to render, because typically I didn't care for that. Like, that's not the way I do it. Now I do, because this video was supposed to be out like a month ago. Not exactly, but somewhere around that. But anyways, so it was like very new to me, which of course that's what this video is about, but Lord, did it suck. So I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's because I was attempting to do different things, if I was just kind of stuck on how to draw the character, but I could not, for the life of me, get her to look like she was sitting. I had went I'm not even gonna do this. I'm gonna put a photo up on the screen. This server right here. I had went to this server for days and days trying to get people to help me, and so many people had reached out and like gave me advice, told me how I could fix things. So after trying to shove all that advice into it, I managed to semi get her to look like she was sitting. I guess eventually I did. Crap. What am I meant to say? So with the coloring and stuff, I had also asked if they would rather it be like night, sunset, day. They all said night, and I thought night looked really cool too. But you can see originally I had planned to make it like during the day. I also really did not like the color scheme right here. It was so bad, it was so muddy to me since it was so close together. That was me trying to like put some lighting on there that didn't really work. Also, I could not figure out how I wanted it to like render, how whatever, because I was struggling so bad. I tried like 30 different styles, over exaggeration. I tried like 4 different styles of rendering, and mind you, I had never rendered before, so this was really a jump from what I was used to. I really hate how the water looks, but I can't change that now. Eventually I managed to get the clothes semi looking okay, which I'm really glad, because if not I probably would have cried and like told everyone the video was off. Okay, so also a little fun fact about this world. So basically, due to their diet, the bones, like animal bones, are blue, which I find really cool because I think it's a nice little contrast to the white. Some more little fun facts would be like her hobbies. She likes to garden and practice her swordsmanship. She also likes exercising, which I could see. Anyways, this is where I was trying to attempt to change the colors to make them more brighter and more vibrant. That way it kind of popped a little more, but then I ended up changing it to night eventually in the piece. I will also show the finished piece in the end. See, here it is. I changed it to night. I also, since I had never been before, I decided I was just going to do like shading and lighting, and the red part you see is me trying to map out where the shadows would go, and eventually I just decided to work on lighting because lighting seemed to be my best bet at trying to get anything done. Me trying to lighten like the water and stuff, that still doesn't look like water to me. It's so funny because I had no idea what I was doing, and it looks like hair. Like, quite literally. There's so much detail in the water. Like, I put so much focus into the water, more than I did the character. And I don't really understand why I did that, but it's okay. And this is the final piece. Anyways, I just want to thank everyone for joining this collab and, like, for all participating. It makes me really happy. And also thank you everyone for watching this. I'm hoping to post more content, and if you guys have any ideas on what I could post next, let me know. Sorry if I sound tired, it's like 2 in the morning.